games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.
Biddly, 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 boom! Yes, what's good, everybody? Whoa, I need to clear a bit of a path here. We've got some renovations going on, so I've got to clear a bit of room on the old floor because I've been utilising the floor. You know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. He's in, he's on, he's over, he's here. Moving that around, baby. So we've got a better angle. Quick shit vid. Got me a cup of tea. Slurping that. I've actually finished that. I leave my tea bag in, and then it's like, sucker dry, sucker dry. Got a couple of quick shout outs to do. I've got that tea hit. Shout out to my members, £1 a month or £99 a month, £1.99 a month, whatever it is, whatever the weather we proceed. Ain't nobody down round here. Shout out to Phil Briscoe and Johnny Peacock. Appreciate you very much, Lee. Shout out to Philip Briscoe and Johnny Peacock. The wall is nearly completed. It doesn't look any different at the moment, but within the next 3 days, we're going to be rip rocking. So, didn't drop in yesterday, so dropping in today because I've had some super glue stuck to my fingers, so I couldn't even. I won't go down that way. Not so early on in a video. Maybe towards the end, we'll revisit the sticky fingers. The board are sticking strong about the, and I quote, they feel bullish to be, and then end of quote because I can't be asked reading the full quote, but they feel like they feel in a bullish position to be strong contenders next season. So that'll do for me. Going to be a lot of talk about ingoings, outgoings, but they've assured us that there will be some incomings and not to get downbeat about it. Sam Rodon, Joe Rodon's brother, has tweeted a drawing, just a picture. I was going to say a picture, but it is a drawing of Joe Rodon in a Leeds shirt, which is a bit cryptic, and it's a bit like mind games, so who knows. But that's good, isn't it? They've also said, we've apparently, they're saying that we refuse to give up on him. Every article is suggesting that we're refusing to give up on him. You know, I do think they want to sign him. I think it's something that we'll be looking. We definitely need another centre-back, don't we, for a start-off. Harrison's looking likely to be a priority for Everton, which will help. Somerville and Nonto out, that'll help. There's plenty of articles on Nonto saying that he wants to go to Serie A. But to be fair, there's also a few positive things suggesting that with the board moving the money around, the investment coming from Red Bull, etc., pushing payments down the aisle, further down the next year, basically, to pay for a lot of loanees to get sold, etc. We might actually be able to keep hold of Nonto, give him a new contract. If we got rid of Somerville, you know, got rid of all loanees, potentially, you know, there is some talk that after a bit of manoeuvring, we would actually get him, which would be a nice touch. I don't really care either way, to be fair. I'm happy if he stays, I'm happy if he goes. It's interesting with Harrison, like, you know, I know he gets a lot of shit and everybody seems to think he's whack, even though he was one of our most consistent players in a really poor side. That's yet another manager, Sean Dyche, who I don't like, to be fair, does my head in. Like, I think he thinks he's hard and it's all like this, and I actually don't think he talks like that. And apparently, he was at Leeds Fest last year, or maybe the year before. I think it might have been the year before. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it must have been, actually. Because we had Farke this time last year, and it was before Farke, when it were all getting a bit tits up. And it apparently had been a bit of a dickhead to people, saying that he's the man in. But you never know with these stories, because a lot of people talk a lot of shit. But we weren't VIP section, so who knows. But everybody kept saying, oh, go talk to him. I thought, why would I go talk to him? I don't want to talk to him. We've got to talk to Dallas, and that'll do me. Apparently, Rutter and everybody were there, and I missed Rutter, but it is what it is. The headline is out. AMPADU finally breaks silence. That's the headline. It does my head in. They're damned if they do, damned if they don't. Why doesn't he? Doesn't need to address what's gone on, does he? He doesn't need to say anything to anybody. Just crack on with your job, big lad. If they come out talking all the time, talk sport, go in on them, don't they? Say that they never shut up. And then if they don't say out, it's like, finally breaks silence. He's just put, which I think is pretty mint from my man Ethan, so he just put, we will be back. Gutted for it to end like that, but a massive thank you for all your support this season. See you next season. That'll do me, Ethan AMPADU. That's my kind of guy. That's my style. Let's get this badger manoeuvred in a little bit more. Apparently Dortmund are in for GRUEV. I think that's like half believable, but Man, no, not too sure about that. Apparently there's a few people looking like hovering around him, but man, no, I don't know about that. And now apparently Man U are in for Somerville, which is just getting to the point where, like, if I'm have to mention another club that wants Somerville, he's going to end up with my man Jed Spence. So I've just seen it. Jed Spence is apparently, I don't even know how to say this, but he's apparently been offered, by Tottenham have offered him out, and it's Genoa in Italy for Jed Spence, which is, Christ, they finished 11th in Serie A last year, so... Oh boy, yeah, Somerville, Gruev, Rutter with his nice Instagram the other day, Sam Rodon. It's going to be an interesting... I know I'm aware Sam Rodon's Joe Rodon's brother, but Sam Rodon's the one with the tweet. So my man being bullish in there. That's some drop for Jed Spence, which I think he sort of half deserves, to be fair. He did look decent, didn't he, to be fair, when he's on ball and stuff. But he did look... And I don't like them people that say players are lazy and stuff, but it didn't seem to be... He didn't seem to be bang at it at all moments for me, and for most people really. But there's definitely a player in there, isn't there? And like I think it was Warnock said, you'll either play in Premier League or you play for, like, well, he didn't say it, Dog and Duck, but, you know, Dog and Drake maybe, or Duck and Drake, whatever it's called. And then just on a bit of a more, a sad note, I suppose. Well, it is sad. I just want to give a shout out to Rob Burrow, who's a true legend, a Leeds legend from Wakefield, but, you know, obviously Leeds Rhinos. All my mates absolutely loved him. Yorkshire lad. Never been a rugby man, to be fair, so I don't know jack shit about rugby, but I did used to watch Leeds a little bit, and if I do watch rugby, it tends to be Leeds Rhinos with my mate, who absolutely loves them. But I just remember when I was a lot younger, just watching him, thinking, just loved watching him, like, dipping and dodging and dipping and diving about and just beating players, and seen a few clips of him just, like, ripping teams up. It's, like, mental. I remember being, like, dumb. And, you know, plenty of you think I'm still dumb. But just thinking, like, just give him ball, you know, and it's like that. You know, like, I was actually angry mad gal. Just give him it. I know it's not a circle ball. Give it, put it in his hands and let him go. So that was the Dumbo in me. But it was just mint watching him just beat everybody up. So, yeah. Got some new music coming out, which I would appreciate some support. I know I've been saying that for a few weeks, but truly, irons are in the fire. I'm booked for a festival in Butte Fest, which I want to shout out to Butte Fest. That's in Scotland at the end of July. If anybody lives in Scotland or wants to come to Scotland for no reason whatsoever, it's actually on another island, at Isle of Bute it's on. Holler at your boy and I'll sort you right out. Ping!
Boom.
JackCity, bitch! JackCity, bitch!
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised. That's why I ask.